My name is Sonia and I'm a rising junior at 𝗟𝗧𝗦𝗓 University. I'm a biology major on the pre-med track with a human nutrition minor, and I just wanted to take you through the day of my study abroad here in London.
I just got out of class at the University College of London and I grabbed some lunch. I'm now sitting down to do some work and eat. Please feel free to drop any questions in the box if you have any about my study abroad. Chihiro and I just finished going to Borough Market and shopping and getting some fruits. Right now we're on the London Bridge and behind us you can see Tower Bridge. I am taking a global health class in the University College of London. Basically, we discuss the different types of health systems in various countries around the world. So I actually came to London back in September of 2019 with my family, and then I got to check out the UCL campus and I absolutely fell in love with it. When I started looking for study abroad options, UCL was the first place I looked. And if you're doing a summer study abroad, then there are shorter options available. The university I'm at has 2 sessions, each are 3 weeks long. I've chosen to do both, but if you want to stay for a shorter time, you definitely can. There's no reason to be worried about the tube. The tube is so well organized that you can just keep walking and you'll know exactly where you need to go. It's so self-explanatory. It definitely seems intimidating at first, but trust me, after a couple of days you'll get it. Classes are definitely a little bit different. I have taken a few public health classes in the past, so I guess my global health class is similar to that, but next session I'm taking a fairy tales and their retellings class, and I've never taken a class like that, so I'm excited. So I have been out of the country before. Just earlier this year I went to Peru on a school service trip, and earlier this year I went to India with my mom, but this is the first time I've ever been out of the country alone, and I was definitely nervous at first. I did pay an extra fee to get my own room and my own bathroom, but there are other accommodations available. I personally like my own space, so that's why I chose this, but there are several host families that I heard are very welcoming that you can choose to live with as well. So there's a food market across the street from my campus in central London, and I typically like to get my food from there now. It costs around £8 or £9 and it lasts me for a meal and a half. I find it more rewarding than going to a restaurant paying more and not enjoying the food as much. I did not know anyone when I set out to do my study abroad, but I felt like that was a part of the experience, getting to embrace and explore the culture all on your own and figuring things out. So I'm from Michigan, but I go to college in Florida, and in both places driving culture is a big deal. We don't really have local transportation. So here I definitely love that. I can go anywhere, anytime. I don't have to worry about it, and it's just a great experience. They definitely did have quite a few options, but then again, it depends on the college that you're wanting to attend. UCL is pretty diverse in the type of classes that they offer, so if you're planning on doing a study abroad anywhere, I'd look for a bigger school and see what they offer. I don't know if you guys have heard, but London recently went through a heat wave, and less than 5% of the buildings here have air conditioning because they're so old, so I have my lucky little fan next to me. But in all seriousness, I honestly felt like I was relatively well prepared because I read through all of the messages that AIFS sent us once I agreed to do the program and paid my dues. London is very similar to the United States, but one thing I definitely have noticed is that people like to keep to themselves more.
So for example, if you smile at someone, they are likely to guess that you are from the United States. I personally love the city life, so being in a city like London, which is so well connected and there's always things to do, is so exciting. You'll never be bored one single day you're here. I did mention that I came to London back in 2019 and I saw a lot of the touristy spots then, such as Buckingham Palace, St. Paul's Cathedral, Tower of London, the London Eye, and more. Right now, I'm trying to focus on more of the local things. I haven't traveled anywhere outside of the United Kingdom yet. I was originally thinking about going to Paris, but many of the locals here have recommended going to Edinburgh within Scotland. They mentioned how beautiful it is, even more than London, so I definitely have to check it out. Within the United Kingdom, however, I have seen Bath, Stonehenge, Oxford, Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, and Cotsworth, and I'm so excited to see more. Other than clothes and school supplies and other items you may need, I would definitely recommend bringing snacks that will keep you from getting homesick. I brought a couple of Indian snacks over here, and I also brought some Brookside dark chocolate. I do have a 2,500 word essay due tomorrow for my final assignment, so I will be working on that. Somehow I went over, I don't know how, but you guys please feel free to ask me any questions you may have about studying abroad, especially in London, and I will be sure to answer them. Like I mentioned before, I am answering this to the best of my abilities as I'm not 100% sure. Both of the classes that I signed up for did go through, but I do know other AIFS students who had to choose another class, but that may also be because this is a summer semester and there's less enrollment.